The old girl is gutted. Haven't seen this much space back here in a minute. All right, here we go. And there is the mock-up. Woo! Anybody that knows anything about off-grid knows that for a low-top standard roof van, 600 amp hours of lithium iron phosphate, I am never gonna run out of energy, especially with those solar panels up there. All right, guys, I am absolutely moving slow, but I also don't want to make any mistakes here. So I had to make some adjustment with the battery orientation because the furthest cable for each, the positive and negative, wouldn't reach. But you can see I've got 3 of the 6 more cables coming in the next couple of days, but all of them should reach, all of them the same length. It's going to look really nice. The rest of the components, charge controller, ANL, fuse box, bus bars, kill switch. Not quite sure where I'm going to patch in that 1500 watt inverter, but I got to be honest, it's looking decent so far. All right, guys, it's been about a day since I updated you, and I have been working on wiring from my kill switch to go to my fuses, blah, 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 blah. I'm very excited because the other cables I needed for my batteries to the bus bars just arrived, along with these bad boys that I desperately need. So we just got a breath of life back into this day, and this is basically what I've been working with. This is all my wiring, all the clean stuff. Anyways, that's what's going on. Pretty cool that this is a thing in my world right now. She waits patiently. Welcome to the build, the rebuild. Man, so guys, as you saw, I am just organizing the wires. I'm gonna go through each of them, and there's probably about 15 or 20, just to make sure that any splicing or any extensions I put together are good, they're secure. Do as much of the shrink wrap as I can, the heat shrink rather, and then make sure the lengths are good. And once the lengths are good, I'll pretty much organize everything that's coming from the floor lines up through that gang cluster. Everything meets at this point right here. And then I'll have probably 2 or 3 lines that run all the way across into the fuse box. Do as much of the heat shrink as I can to match how good looking these batteries look. Very pleased with how that turned out. And by tonight, I will have full service electrical battery upgrade, the whole 9. So, but for now, I have to prep for a new client onboarding call, and then it's gonna be like 92 today. It's gonna be hot, so very thankful to have half of this AC split put in already. And the solar is happy. Well, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it is done. Guys, I've got 600 amp hours of lithium ion phosphate on these bus bars. Kill switch needs to be replaced. I think the one mistake I made, I think I might have accidentally welded it shut on an arc. But it's all there, minus there's one positive line that does not have a negative that goes to it, and all of my, like my fridge, all of my lights, my pump, like everything, the fan, the heater, like everything's running, everything's on, and I don't have any missing fuse ports to be occupied. Everything's labeled properly, so I'm just gonna pull this positive wire out and hope it doesn't go to anything. All right, guys, we are on a hunt. So I pulled this, which came to the connection end of this. If you guys remember, I used to have, let me spin around, a strip of LED lights up here. I mentioned in a recent vlog how the water damage destroyed the controller, so I just pulled these down. Totally forgot about that. So that's what this goes to, which is attached to this positive lead, which also, you guessed it, there's a negative that goes back down under here. Everything's cinched up really pretty tight. I'm not sure which one it is, so I'm gonna have to do some investigation. But my guess is it's linked in somewhere with another wire. I'll sort it out, but can't have open wires, all that stuff kind of like laying around, especially if it's a negative. I don't want it to accidentally ground to something. So I'm going to sort that out, then clean up the area. And guys, next move, well, number one, I'm gonna have second coffee. Well, the second half of my coffee. You guys know I always do only a little bit, twice in the morning. But once it's all settled and I'm happy with the electric, next move is to start setting up this AC unit, which, oh man, cannot wait. Found it. Found that little guy. Oh man. Yeah, I'm almost positive it was, no pun intended, because it's a negative. It was the very first one I put on the negative terminals on the fuse box. I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like I did, with the tools that I had, a pretty darn good job. Everything's working. I'm gonna figure out how to go across and test, I guess, each of the batteries to make sure they're loading and drawing at the same rate. It's looking good, guys. Looking good, looking clean. Everything's labeled. I've got service loops for each of these feeds, just in case I need to do some changes. Very happy with it. The only thing I don't know about is this ground. Now, if you guys remember from one of the very first, it was probably like number 4 or 6 or something like that of the van vlog, when I was initially doing the build, my brother's neighbor Justin came over and he helped me put this, well, he helped me do all the electric, but he put this ground, which you saw just a moment ago, connected to the skin of the van, to the old MPPT charge controller on one of the little bolts that screw it into the wall. I still am not clear on why. I'm still not clear on why he did that. It's functioning perfectly. I mean, you can see, let me turn the light on for you here. You can see it's working. It's drawing, it's feeding the batteries, it's telling me what's being used. Like, the whole thing is working. I don't really know why I would need to take this ground and hook it to that screw, but that may be for later today. I'll sort it out. Right now, I'm gonna wipe this area down, get second coffee, and take a few minutes to celebrate, because this was one hell of a job. Well, gang, man, I just got on a roll, and I really wanted to finish out this AC situation. So basically, it's all set up for the most part. Like maybe some tweaks to how I'm doing the cord management and a couple other things, but we officially have power to the blower unit inside the bed space here.
Jag blir glad när vi är med varandra. Glad att du kom, glad att du stannade. Tänk att vi ligger här tillsammans. Glad att du vill, glad att du fastnade. Happy you here no go. Glad att du stannade. Happy you here no go. Glad att du kom. Glad att du stannade. On me.
All right, well, the old girl is back in for surgery. So what we are working on now is taking off this cover that goes over the injectors. But as you can see, there's not much space. So we just spent a bunch of time removing the motor mount to the left side so we could lift the engine, remove that motor mount, and as we drop it, the engine will tilt towards the driver's side and create a lot more space for me to get in here. Oh man. Guys, we just got some good news. I'm finishing up. It has been an absolute nightmare, by the way, trying to change these dummy plugs and standpipes from inside the van. hours of work just to get the engine like rotated to try to find enough space to get in there. Nightmare. Unbelievable. Anyways, we just got some good news. I pulled out the dummy plugs. Here's an example of the dummy plugs that go in the van. And then here's an example of these two pieces go together like in one length. Well, let me just show you. So these two pieces go together in one length, and that makes the standpipe. Well, the deal with the standpipe is if any of these little rubber pieces, these O-rings go bad, then it can really mess up how much pressure the oil system is making or seeing. Anyways, it changes everything. And I pulled all these out and I'm like, man, these look fine. Like there's nothing, this is a new one. There's nothing wrong with these things. And then Anthony came over, he goes, hold on a second, dude, this one's trashed. Is it? Yeah, look at this. This one has been just kind of eaten alive. And it's just so wild to see how such little space can create such havoc inside of an engine. It was that one, and then I think the top of this one, where is it? The top of this one, yeah, is all chewed up as well. So as I'm learning, part of it is like the oil pressure, the high oil pressure is seeing 3, 4, 4,500, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I saw sees at or above 35 to 4,500 PSI of oil pressure inside these things. So I can imagine like the tiniest little gap is just gonna spray oil at a very fast, very hot pace. Anyways, just very happy that doing all this work, and at least we're getting some confirmation that, okay, the parts we're changing actually did need to be replaced. So I'm about to put this last piece in, inside the taller part, button it all up, put the battery cable back to ground, and then turn it on and see if we fixed it. Welcome back to the shit show. All right, this thing keeps clowning me. There's a lot, I feel like I'm leaving you guys with a lot of loose ends. The 6 different projects we have going, I will wrap those up for you. Not until the next vlog. I'm gonna end this one here, I feel like I have the feeling that we are very, very close to having this thing running and running properly again. So in any case, I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you for watching. Always, always, always hit the subscribe button. Feel free to share. On to the next thing, and I will see you in the next one.